Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Ross Patterson Revolution! Brought to you by GhostBed.com! JB's.
What? Oh.
Whoa.
Do we start?
Yeah, you seem surprised by that.
Oh, sorry. I was looking for the baby shower to RSVP to.
Oh, to Bob's baby shower?
Yeah.
Yeah,
That
McGregor baby.
So rude. I hate when people wait that long, but then once you guys said you weren't going, I'm definitely going.
Well, no, we don't know if we're not going. It's just when he said the date out loud for the first time, it was like, oh, that's the day of the Conor McGregor fight. So,
Come on, buddy.
yeah. Let's put the baby in a cage. Okay, let's let him fight.
Yeah, a little octagon. They have to make those, right? A little octagon playpen.
I think you should
Baby
change
octagon?
your entire shower plans now and just do a UFC theme for it.
All right. I'm going to have to, not tell Courtney, but that's fine.
All right, boss.
I would prefer that, her show up. And then, honestly, the baby would just drop out of rage.
Everybody shows up in Venom shorts and
God.
great. We'll do chest tattoos. I got some guys that can come in and do that.
Yeah, it's
No
probably like a
babes.
tattoo corner.
Yeah.
Oh, my gosh.
The baby only gets affliction T-shirts.
Oh, don't worry. Dan and Kylie already got us that.
Did they?
They got a
Did you
little
really?
a onesie, a tat sleeve onesie.
Good for you.
Welcome to the show, kids. Man, I had a hard time with this one yesterday.
With what one?
Real hard time with Mayor. The mayor of Easttown.
Mayor.
Yeah. Delco Dan. His whole life was summed up in that TV show, and I understood it.
Oh, well, I totally understand Dan now.
Yeah.
I get the whole everything.
Yeah, all of it. I think you barely got out, but I don't know if the Delco will escape you personally. That's what I'm saying.
It's been 10 years. Longer, actually. Yeah.
I think I heard it needs to be 20.
But it feels like yesterday. Today we're going to go over the worst TV show characters of all time. Because I've never had more hate. I love the show, by the way, so this is not a knock on the show.
Absolutely. It did its job, right? Which was
Yeah.
infuriate you. Which is what I like with a nice evening show, is to be enraged.
Man,
Look, we can't
it was
spoil.
so hard for me. Like, it was just so difficult for me to do that. The show is excellent, by the way. I highly recommend The Mayor of Easttown, although I thought it was about witchcraft.
Before,
Yeah.
Mayor of Delco would have been 10 million. I would have clicked on it immediately. Do you know what I mean?
Do you also like that Mary is referred to as Mayor?
Yeah. Mariana was her name, I think. Mariana?
Marianne, right?
Marianne?
Yeah.
It's Marianne,
Yeah. And is that a normal Delco thing?
Yeah.
To be like Mayor?
My Aunt Mary is my mom refers to her as Mayor.
Wow.
Yeah.
God, just burn it to the ground.
All I'll say is this, and this is why this is I think, my most hated character in TV history. I think, for me personally.
Okay.
It's about a detective who is solving this case of a murdered girl. Okay, so that's not giving anything away.
Sure.
There was no need to finish up the case.
Yes. So here's my takeaway is that I actually don't like do-gooder nerds. Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't, like, you think that that's what you want? Like, you think you want someone that would, at all cost, right, do the right thing by the law and their job. And I realized that that's actually a bunch of bullshit, and it makes you a piece of shit asshole.
Yes, and therefore, I
That life is nuance.
I hate that character. And I know what you're thinking, like The Sopranos or Breaking Bad or something like that.
Who'd you hate on The Sopranos, though?
Like people hated, who was the snitch? Who was the guy that kept snitching?
Yeah.
Big Puss?
No, not Big Pussy. People loved him. Who was the other guy? Fuck, man. Older dude. He was in the other mafia. He was always beefing with Tony.
Was he in the E Street Band?
And he had that mom and that fucking wife, and you were just like, Jesus Christ, I hate this guy. Either way, no, it wasn't. It wasn't any member of the E Street Band.
Do you remember that character?
Yeah, Stevie Van Sant.
Yeah.
But this one, when it comes to kids, I think just move on down the road on that one, and you're fine. And
your
everything else.
family.
Yeah.
And like recuse yourself. And all of this.
Charge him as an adult. Fuck him.
Yeah, 13. And when she
Well, this makes sense now. The Delco fucking.
Yeah, there it is. There it is.
The Delco crew. He's going to defend her to the end.
I'm going to spoil it. So don't listen. If you haven't seen the ending, I'm going to spoil it real quick because I have to talk about this. I have to. Okay?
Wow. This is
when she
fairly new.
Is it? How new is it?
It's so new.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Like there is
It's definitely within these.
people
All
that
right,
you're
right. I'm not going to say
you're
it.
not outside of the statute of limitations as far as a
Okay.
spoiler
Okay.
alert. I'm
All right.
sorry,
All right.
but you can do it.
No, I won't do it. I won't do it if you haven't seen it because it is a great show. Man. It's going to win all the awards. She's going to win Best Actress. And
You think so?
Oh, yes, dude. That show was awesome. And the writing was awesome. And the ending was awesome. Just to see that character make that choice was just not cool with me.
And here's the thing. There didn't seem to be enough, like, remorse. Like, the thing of showing up, all I'll say is the thing of showing up to the house.
Yeah.
With all the, do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
That scene alone, no, done.
Man.
Done.
Man.
I was out at that point. I was like, it's too unrealistic to me. There's not a world that would happen.
No.
And her friend sucked.
No.
It was her sister, wasn't it?
No, it was her best friend. It was her best friend.
Dan? Best friend?
Best friend from high school.
Yeah,
They
best
played
friend from high
basketball
school.
together and stuff. Yeah.
Either way. There was no reason for it. Ruben Schneider saying Janice was a terrible character from The Sopranos. Yes, that was a terrible character, but I hated I hated Janice just because of the character, obviously. Like,
right.
But this one I hate because of the choices she made, the character choices. But man, what a great show! And I've never seen one end like that where you just hate the lead character so much. Where you're like, fuck, dude.
Yeah.
It got me. I don't get got very often, and that
Who's
got
another one that you hated?
Well, we had this debate on Drinking Bros a very long time ago, years ago, with Walt's character from Breaking Bad, because you're intentionally just ruining your own family. But the weird part about it is we all liked him so much that we just kind of brushed that under the rug, where it was like, all right, yeah, he was a terrible dad, and yes, he ruined his wife and his kid, and
There's a difference with that.
I know.
There's a difference.
I know.
It got out of control.
Yeah, there's a
right?
point where you start to hate him.
Is it weird that
It
I
goes
never
back
did?
and forth, and I know
I never did. I never hated him.
Well, I know the Vince Gill, right? Like talked about how like each episode or each show or each season was going to be a different season on how you felt about him.
Vince
And
Gill, the country singer?
Oh, sorry. Who was the?
Vince Gilligan.
Oh, Gilligan. Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah. Sorry. I was like, okay.
Whatever. I shorten it because we're fucking cool like that, dude. We chill.
The famous country singer? Yeah.
No, Gilligan. It's cool. I just call him Gill. Like we're cool.
Yeah.
But anyways, the point of it is that you go back and forth. Right. So like one season you're like on his side, the next season you kind of hate him, and it was intentional. Mine is Carrie Bradshaw from Sex and the City.
Yeah. And that one I understand because you go back. You was probably going back and watching it, right? Where you're like, as you grow up, you realize what a shitty human she was, like later on.
Right. So while you're watching it, you have that feeling, but the world was telling you and the show's telling you that she's amazing, right?
Yeah.
That she is like the best friend. She's so cool. She's so great. She's so fun. But you did have kind of she gave you a weird feeling, like you didn't feel that good about her. But then you don't really understand those feelings until later. And then you rewatch it and you're like, oh my God, she's the worst friend, the worst person, the biggest narcissist, the shittiest fucking mess piece of shit. So, yeah.
Wasn't she like a blogger?
A what?
A blogger?
Yeah, she started as a blog. She had
So how the hell did she afford like a place in New York?
Thank you.
Well, right. That's every New York show, though.
Thank you.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
It was like
Friends.
Rachel's a waitress and Friends and living in, but they're like explaining, they're like, oh, my aunt gave it to me. It's rent controlled so it costs what it did in 1930 or something
Sure.
stupid. Like,
Oh, that's how they did it on Sex and the City too. It's like she was in a rent controlled apartment since she was like, meh, meh, meh.
Yeah.
But can't think of another character that I was
Disliked. Yeah.
Yeah, that I disliked because the show wanted me to, right? Like, which is, do you think they want you to hate her, or do you think they want they want you to be conflicted?
Yes.
Yeah.
And boy. And again, it was so good. And it's a choice to do that, you know? I've just never seen that choice made where you're like,
Sure.
oh God. I mean, it was. Remember those behind the music you and I used to talk about where it was just like, and it just kept getting worse.
Oh, yeah,
and
yeah,
worse
yeah.
and worse. And
Yeah.
you're like, all right, cool. That's what it felt like to me. But it also might be a very Delco ending, and we just don't know it.
I think that's classic
Delco.
Delco.
I mean, if it was classic Delco, the kid would have grown up and just overdosed on heroin.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
well, the point is, it ended without hope, right?
Yes.
So it's yes.
Yes, and yes, absolutely right. So we feel very weird about that.
Oof. Yeah, we do
Dylan
feel
was a
weird about
very
that.
good representation
What's
of what
going
Delco is, though. Do you remember
Oh,
Dylan?
yeah. All those people seem very like nobody's gonna have a good life in that whole crew, and they're all living behind each other too, and they're divorced and they're sharing kids and everything else. I was looking at this breaking news here. There was this surf slide, a Miami Beach condo. Can you pull up that picture? Jesus Christ. 1 dead and 50 are missing right now, but it looks like a condo just collapsed.
Oh yeah, I saw that this morning.
Half of it. That is the craziest shit I've ever seen. That just popped up on screen, and I was like, my God, man. That's like your worst nightmare, where you're like, oh, see you later. Yeah, you can't stop that.
God.
Fuck. No. Yeah, there it is. Put that picture on screen. Holy shit. Look at that, Jesse.
50 missing.
50 missing.
Oh,
So
God.
50 dead.
Man.
Hopefully they're on vacation. Dang.
Wow, dude. Because all of Miami in South Beach is like that. They're all condos like that. There's
Where
no
is that?
real houses. This is in South Beach.
Huh.
Miami Beach, yeah. So all of the places down there are all high-rise condos. There is no houses down there. But, man, that's fucking crazy, dude. When something like that pops up, you're like, what? And then yesterday got intense. Your boy McAfee is dead.
Ugh.
That was one of your favorite docs of all time.
Yeah, and my favorite characters, like ongoing characters in the world,
Yeah.
in my life,
I agree.
right?
Yeah.
Because it just kept going, and every once in a while you go, I wonder what's up with fucking Mac. You know what I mean? Like, I wonder what weird disguise he's wearing now, thinking that he's getting away with it.
Oh, yeah. Well, he's not. And he was in jail, obviously. But the beautiful part of this was because we were talking about it on Drinking Bros yesterday. We'd caught it live as it was happening. Mm-hmm. And I said at the end of the show, I was like, there's going to be more crazy shit that comes out about this. Sure enough, last night, got home. And I always go to Instagram because I'm disgusting. And that's what I do. I want to see whatever people's
What their last
post or anything was. So 2 hours after his death, there was just the letter Q, a capital Q, posted on his Instagram, and then Instagram ended up deleting his whole feed.
So he killed himself in prison before he was going to be extradited.
That's what they're saying, that he
Sure.
hung himself.
No.
Epstein style. And 2 years ago, he did this thing where he got the whacked tattoo. Did you see that with a dollar sign in front of it?
No.
And he did this interview, and he said, "Look, I just want you to know, if I ever end up suicided, just know I would never kill myself, and that somebody else killed me."
I believe that. Like, I do not believe that's what I love so much about his character. And by character, I mean like character in the sim world, right?
Yeah.
What I love about it is that I don't think he would. I don't think he would kill himself.
He had beef with the Clintons.
Did he?
Oh, yeah.
Well,
His whole shit was very complicated to the point where, like, yeah, other things are going to come out.
Sure.
And I do not believe, just from how he is, that he would kill himself. I just don't. There's some people that just think they're too smart, too good, too whatever. They would never do
Although he is not a man of his word, because I believe he said Bitcoin would go to $1 million by 2020. If not, he would eat his own member.
Ah.
Yeah.
His own penis.
His own dick.
Well, did we see it or no?
No. He did fuck a whale, though. Allegedly.
Oh, yeah. I mean, look, you could put it in a blowhole pretty easily. Kevin Walters just said, "Hey Ross, no notifications on this one today. Can you give my brother a happy birthday shout out? Nicholas Nico Buscemi.
No,
Yeah.
that's not a real name.
He was a true American warrior who served. He passed in December. We love you, Nico. Thanks, and we love you guys." You bet, dude. It's weird. There's not a lot of people on here.
Yeah.
And it's, yes, nobody's getting notifications and shit
We
like
are going a little earlier or no, are we?
No, we're not.
No, we're not. Wanted to.
Shout out to Bill Schofield for the Nooner shirts. These are
these
awesome.
things are
Stock Boy
awesome.
Summer. Yeah. Stock Boy Summer.
I love the razor. I love the gold and black. It's so good.
Go to the private Ross Patterson Revolution page and sign up. Bill's making some sweet teas here and there, dude. Gigantic fan. Yeah, but with McAfee, I think my honest opinion is he was getting extradited to the United States. I think he offed himself and was like, "I'm good with this. Now let's do it for the story." He was 75. So with the Q and all that other shit, like that seemed teed up, and it was like, let's do it for the story. Let's go out on top. So that way everybody guesses forever, and this guy goes out of life the same way he lived it, where it was all a mystery of what's real and what's not. Dead serious.
I mean,
I like it.
right.
I like
and it's
it.
beautiful. I just don't know if he has the balls.
Yeah, no, he does. This total troll move to go kill
Yeah.
yourself, but then like fuck around with people and be like, "Oh, well, yeah, just throw that up on like Hootsuite or something, so it posts after you die."
Oh well, so I'm sure somebody else has the Instagram account.
Well,
where
no,
it's
you
just
can
like,
schedule stuff.
Oh yeah, of
Yeah,
course,
so
of course.
That's what he did.
Of course. It's odd, though, that Instagram would take down his whole feed. I don't really understand that, to be honest with you.
Because of the Q thing?
That was it. That was it was just one letter. Didn't say anything else. The post said nothing else.
Says everything with one letter.
Yes, it does. But it also says nothing.
God.
So it's an average Q post.
Right. That, like,
Yeah.
is just whatever that kid's name is, Ron something.
Yeah. But
Ugh.
it's a great move. If you're headed on the way out and you're like, do I really want to do this? Because, like, I look at Weinstein. He just got transported to L.A. from New York, where he's going to do the trial there. And I'm like, dude, just end it.
End it.
Do you want to live for any of this bullshit anymore?
No.
Like, I can't name two worse places. You're going from a New York jail to an Los Angeles jail.
God.
And then Britney, we can't not talk about Britney. She's demanding her freedom. This shit has gotten so wild. What she said to the judge yesterday, "I can't take out my IUD
Yeah.
without a conservatorship." Is that true or is that false?
Can she still get pregnant is the question. Isn't she like 50 now?
No, she's 35, maybe 37. Look up Britney Spears'
check
age.
that
Hot
shit.
bomb,
Yeah. Isn't her kid 16?
Yeah.
She's
But she had-
39.
39.
She's 39. All right. Yeah, she could still squeeze out a baby. You know?
Markle did it.
Markle did it, yeah. Mags did. So get the IUD out of Britney. Let her fucking party, dude. Let her
Sign
fucking
me up.
party.
I'm ready, willing, put a bib on.
Ready, willing. Yeah,
I didn't
no,
get to
she's-
see it live. Did you watch it? Did you watch any of this?
No, I
fucking
just
crazy
read
shit?
like transcripts, but didn't watch it because you know how I feel. Look,
I'm
here's the
same way.
thing. Like, in order to get a conservatorship, like for that to happen, there's so much that goes into it. And the point of it is that, like, you can't get out of it. Okay? Because the point of being in it is that you cannot take care of yourself, right? Or something like this.
Sure.
And so you need to sign it in a way that's like, it even says on there, like, there is no way, really. Like, the process of getting out of conservatorship is very hard because you're dealing with a crazy person that is like, I'm fine now. And you're like, well.
How are you?
So, look, I think, again, I don't think it should be a family member, but she definitely needs it. And all of you fucking idiots that are like, free Britney, you can have fun when she shows up fucking dead somewhere or, you know, out in the world with her boyfriend, wasted, you know, driving around with her kids on her lap, whatever it may be. You can go ahead and thank yourselves for that.
Well,
You can go ahead and thank yourselves when she is homeless under a bridge or whatever it is.
she appeared via audio in the courts, so I guess just on a phone call or like audio Zoom.
Yeah.
Which is a fun thing. She says she wants to get married again and she wants to expand her family, but they're not allowing her to get married or take the IUD out. So that's when shit gets wild, you know? That's when shit gets wild, Jesse. I want to take the IUD out. That's the first thing you said. Not, I want to dance. I want to go on tour. I want to go to Disney World. I need this IUD out of me. My father won't let me take it out.
That's pretty wild. That's the being like chemically castrated against your will, even if it's not permanent. That's pretty wild.
Because all I kept thinking was, all right, if it's homeboy, it's the father, right? Who's the thing?
Jamie.
Okay.
So I think that ultimately it's not going to be him that is.
But if it's him, he probably looked back at the whole K-Fed sitch, and I'm just covered in spiders over here.
Yeah, and I think it's part of the stroke. But
Could
anyway,
be.
you start to see spiders everywhere.
Do you really? All right. But yeah, with that, dude, he probably looked at Kevin Federline and was just like,
Well, that's the thing is like
No.
she does have a lot of money to lose, and she is not all there, so people can take advantage of her, right? So no, you can't get married to some random fucking dude because you don't make good choices like that, and you're like an old person, right? That like gets taken advantage of by some dude, and the lady's like, well, he loves me. And you're
Yeah.
like, Grandma, you are a millionaire.
Gams.
Prenup.
Yeah.
No, we're just in love. Gam. Right? So, look, I don't think that anyone should be held against their will. There's something untoward happening. I'm hoping that the courts will. Wow. What is happening with you?
Spiders are over here.
Yeah, we got to call. It's Texas in the summer. You know, they're coming inside to escape the heat.
They are, and we
okay.
got a call from the exterminator, and I was like, shit.
What?
All right, cool. So we had it at our house yesterday, and then they said the exterminator was coming here as well. Because of the heat, the bugs are trying to move inside now that we're really getting into the stink of summer here in Texas. So I'm seeing these little spiders everywhere, and I'm like, man, let's get the fucking termite people in here, or whoever that is. You know?
You guys about to get some scorps out there?
Yeah,
at
we
your
did.
house?
Yeah, I
We
got
did,
one in
yeah.
my closet.
Tight.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Is that
so
they
sweet.
said that was a thing too?
Same
Yes.
thing as the spiders. They're like, fuck, it's hot. I don't want to be hot. I'm a
No
living
shit.
thing.
I know, so I just killed it.
Yeah.
You kill the fuck out of it.
So do you have to get a
yes.
mongoose to kill the scorpions, like a pet mongoose? Is that how that works?
Maybe.
Yeah.
I'd get a little mongoose just to party with. You know? Get him a little bowl.
Brittany, calm down. That's a thing. She'd just get a fucking panther for her house. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, you can't do that shit. And look, maybe you can, but you have to know what you're doing. So, like, maybe she should have total control over her stuff, but we have to all understand that when that happens, it's going to be crazy person stuff. And, like,
yeah.
should she be able to do crazy person stuff? Probably, sure. Why not? As long as she's
don't
not
know.
hurting herself or her kids, right? But I think they're trying to make it so she can keep her kids and be able to see them and stuff like that. But maybe they're old
Where's
enough.
the line though? Apparently, like her boyfriend can't pick her up and drive her on a date. Like, I understand the money situation and like protecting her from like having someone grift her or take all her money.
Yeah,
but, like,
no, I hear you
When are
on
you
that.
encroaching on just like, does someone have
Yeah.
to watch her poop? Like,
Yeah.
like what? Like, how far are we going here?
No,
are you,
I hear
are
you.
you into that? I mean,
no.
we don't kink shame, obviously.
No,
but-
girls don't poop in my mind.
Okay.
I hear you. Like, I do hear you, but I think there needs to be like an actual conversation instead of just like, free Britney, she's such a slave. And it's like, I think there just needs to be an actual conversation of like, look, these are a step too far for sure. But she does need to be in some sort, she needs someone else to be able to take her to a facility. That's the thing with the conservatorship is like, if she didn't and she went crazy, no one could take her to anywhere.
No.
So the thing with the conservators, so they're able to sign her into someplace or take her someplace.
Yeah.
Sorry, but against her will, because when you're off your meds and things like that, you're not sane enough to do it, right? And you're an adult, so you'll just end up on the fucking street. So look, I want there to be that, but I also
Sure.
want her to be able to
buy a
poop,
panther.
I guess.
I want her to be able to buy a panther,
Sure.
a live black panther.
Sure. Like, why can't she do that?
This makes me think of Aaron Carter and just like childhood stardom in general, and like maybe there was something to that, like driving you crazy.
You have
Sure.
a break. Yeah, you have a
100%.
mental
Like,
break.
Like
yeah.
traveling, like the neurological issues it has from like different time zones, not being able to sleep, the high stress, like everything.
But it's
Yeah.
it's with everything that kids are exposed to too early, right? Where it's like playing straight up video games forever since your like mind is forming or whatever it may be.
Yeah.
Something's gonna happen.
By the way, Kreggers is saying he'll fight you for Britney. So, or roll with you, he says.
I'll fight Kreggers live on air. Yeah, I can do
All
that.
right.
Yeah.
That's a big weight disparity.
How about you
It
come to the
is.
wedding with us and you just when he's at the altar, you
Yeah.
just
Office linebacker him.
Yeah, dude.
tackle him.
Tackle him, take him to the ground.
Like, you're married now, bitch.
He would love that. Wife would hate it, right? Which is with most of the stuff that we fucking do.
Let Britney buy a panther.
Okay,
Let
like
her buy
I
a
don't
panther.
disagree. I don't disagree.
Let her take out her IUD. Let her buy a black panther.
Don't disagree with any of that. That's
and let
absolutely
it
true.
live in her
she
house.
should be able to do that. She's 39. But
Yeah.
you guys can thank yourselves when she roams up to your house with the fucking extensions hanging out the bottom, dark
Man.
makeup, and just goes, I'm a slave for you.
Yep.
And you can thank yourself with your free Britney fucking sign, you idiot.
Who was the girl that Ellen used to date before she got married to Portia de Rossi?
Heish.
Yes. Little Heish.
I
Little
am
Anne
a
Heish.
huge Heish head, dude. I fucking love her. She is crazy town.
Yes. And she showed up at somebody's house
And started to do it.
taking a shower and then wanted to watch a movie with them. And it was a dude. And he was like,
It was a
"No."
mental break.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the dude freaked out and called the police. And it was like, what are you doing, man? Like, if Anne Heche is in your house that crazy, party with her. She wants to take a shower with you. Like, what are you doing, dude?
Exactly, dude.
I don't understand that one.
Have neither one of you just showed up at an ex's house and like sat in the living room for a little while because you knew where the hide key was, or went in the back door because you always knew it was unlocked?
No.
No.
No, Georgia.
And I'm calling the cops on you right now. No, Giorgio.
Have you ever just put on their pajamas while they were gone? And
Look, it used to be your house because you were there so much and you knew where everything was. I'm sure there's like still a toothbrush there that's yours. You know, you just want to sit on the couch again and maybe like flip through the
Giorgio,
Netflix.
your experiences are not universal. None of them, I'm sure.
oh, it's great. I can just see you sniffing like fucking pillows and
totally.
shit like that. I love it.
Getting a piece of hair every time he does to make a hair doll.
Yeah.
I know.
How'd you
Remember
know about
hair
my hair
doll?
doll?
What?
Well-
What?
Huh?
Yeah.
What movie was that?
Oh, that was
Slackers.
Slackers.
Yes.
Yes.
Classic.
With
Great
your best
movie.
friend.
With your best friend, Devon Sawa.
Super underrated movie, by the way.
Oh, so fucking good. Jamie King in that movie.
Yeah. You treat a girl like dirt, she'll stick to you,
You like
mud.
mud.
Yeah. Big
So
fan.
good.
Schwartzman, he's got the weirdest acting career because like you see him in that and you're like, you could be in 100 comedies. You're so fucking
And
funny.
he
So fucking
was.
funny.
Dude, look at his IMDb. It's crazy, man. He ended up in a lot of shit.
Angela.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He ended up in a bunch of shit. It was great.
Oh, he's amazing.
Els Grons. He's got a weird career. Because he was also in that band
Does, but
for
he's
the
like
OC.
Coppola, yeah. California.
And that was a banger, dude.
Phantom Planet.
That's it, yeah. I thought they were pretty good, by the way.
We come.
Yeah.
Great first career. If you're an angsty teenager listening to that
yeah.
Phantom Planet album, fuck.
So good,
What
right?
was the other band? Rooney?
And then also like knowing, like, oh, that's the guy from, right?
Yeah.
Being like, oh, look, I know about cool stuff.
Who, the singer? No, he's the drummer, actually.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, you know the drummer from that? Also, he's a Coppola.
He's like, Georgia, if you're sniffing pillows, I hope they're from ghostbed.com/drinking bros. 30%
Drankin'
off.
bros.
Drinking. Put a little pank up on that bed, dude. Put a little drinking. By the way, when I went to drop off the child this morning, they were listening to Pink inside their classroom. They listened to music.
Really?
Yeah. It was Pank and Katy Perry.
Screw you. Which
I heard
one
a
was?
firework leaving.
Oh.
Yeah, and I was like, oh man, what a way for 2-year-olds to get off. You know, like
Oh,
really
dude.
jump off. Like, hey, dude, yeah.
Party.
Party. But if you're going to party on a ghost bed, ghostbed.com/drinking bros. Huge 4th of July sale.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
What's Rich got cooking?
They're going to, so anybody who buys a bed and sets it on fire with fireworks, you get a free pillow.
Stop.
Could you imagine? You just
Yes,
see all
I
these
can, and there
burning
will be a few.
mattresses, and it's like, no, that's not true. Don't burn the new mattress, okay? Make love on it, but don't burn it. No, they got 2 free pillows and 30% off when you buy a mattress right now, and they got some crazy bundle deals that are like 40% off. And as always, you can put them all together for a nice little 36-month pay-as-you-go program. No interest there at ghostbed.com/drinking bros. They got a running calculator to tell you how much all your shit is. What?
So bless you.
Shit is. Who sneezed? Who was that? Gross.
That was
That's
a
a
Delco
gross
sneeze.
That was a Delco sneeze right there, dude. Fucking half your block just got AIDS. Down by the Wawa. Next up, James.
Yes.
LiquidIV.com. I am blasting this through my body right now. I
You
may
have to.
or may not stroked out last night, or have Bell's palsy or something.
Sure.
We don't know. But I'm
Right.
trying to put some Liquid IV inside my body and see if that'll help.
Yes. And I don't know if it's Texas or just life, but our whole family just sort of has a low grade like sickness, right? So I've been trying to do the energy intensifier, tangerine, grape flavor. It's a no-brainer, right?
I love Liquid IV, dude.
Love Liquid IV.
Yeah.
So can't get, I mean, I've been giving it a little bit to the kids. There's nothing in there that's going to hurt them. It's all going to be vitamin C, zinc, immunity boosters, right?
Yep.
And the flavor's awesome. And then it's also going to hydrate you, which is all the things that you need.
It is literally the best. You just put one little pack in here. You get going. And again, man, it's like coffee, Liquid IV. In the afternoon, a little Cardomax. Like I've got my routine down where it's just like,
And then
all
right
right,
into a ghost bed.
Yes, dude. And then
Perfect.
I'm good to go in this life. Get your Liquid IV's hydration multiplier plus immune support in bulk at Costco, which is fine, or you can order it online. Get 25% off when you go to liquidiv.com and use the promo code Nooners at checkout. It's 25% off everything you order when you get better hydration today using promo code Nooners at liquidiv.com, Jabes. Don't go to Costco and do this. They don't give you 25% off.
No.
I'm right here to Papa Bear. It's a Papa Bear. Get some of that, Jabes.
James.
Where are you out in the world today, James?
Where am I at in the world?
Yeah, how do you feel today?
Oh,
How do you feel?
I mean, business as usual, just, low grade depression and crippling sense of insecurity. But I'm, other than that,
Reason why I asked.
I'm G to G. Yeah, I know you asked so that you could talk about something.
No, I'm going to talk about your video that you made. It was so fucking funny, dude. That
Oh, okay.
because we shoot so many shows. I didn't know you were doing this for one of our sponsors is First Leaf. Try firstleaf.com/drinking bros. Best wine club ever. You go out and shoot this video. I wasn't with you, so I didn't know. Because everybody's hitting me up and they're like, dude, Ross, it was the funniest video of all time. I had nothing to do with this one. This was just you on your own.
Yeah, that's what happens when you just let me talk about
in a park
stuff.
with no bra on and just chugging wine.
Look, I know how to influence people, if you know what I'm saying. I'm an influencer. I take off the bra and then make that the clip.
Yeah. Yep. The focus of the video. But everybody's been asking about that thing. And I'm like, no, I had nothing to do with that. That was all you. That was all you. That's why I was like, where are you out in this world today? I was unaware you were making videos like that. And it was really fucking funny.
Thank you.
If you have not seen it, is it on your Instagram? I know it's on Drinking Bros Instagram.
Yeah, I mean, I shared it from Drinking Bros. You know that shit makes me uncomfortable. So
what? Oh, yeah, just any form of social
I posted
media.
it a couple times and was like, I'm viral, like just dumb stuff. Like I can't take that shit seriously in any way. So
sure,
it's the only way that I can handle it. But I love doing that. And by the way, editing can make anyone a comedian. So love that shit.
Yeah. It was great. It was great. Speaking of which,
Should we just play it?
are we? Can we?
Why?
It's
can't
ours.
We
we
made
have it?
content.
It's ours.
Oh yeah. Do we have it here available? Yeah. Put it on screen. It's fucking hilarious.
Thank you, Whitney.
Boom. Yeah.
I
Go ahead.
feel
Fire
like
away.
a girl in this.
You know I'm good at stuff on social media. It's my thing. I'm an influencer, obviously, and I will be doing an unboxing of First Leaf. I don't know what that is, but it sounds like it might be wine. It is not quite time for my alcohol alarm to go off, so I'm just gonna kind of slowly, you know what I mean? Mama, look at this summertime spritzer. Anyone who knows me knows I drink a spritzer. I've got a Sangiovese. It's showing you like where it's coming from. What in the body, acidity, sweetness? This is for the real fucking wine drinkers. We've got Sauvignon Blanc, Pinot Noir, another Pinot Noir, caps. This is great. Now it is time to look at this beauty. This is fabric. That's fabric. Look at that. This is quality. Wow. So these are actually really nice wines that you're getting for $29.95 for the whole box. Guys, I get wine every single day. Just want to let you know, that's an amazing deal. This is what Mom's gonna drink. A little SB spritz. I think it's gold plated. Yep, that's gold. You can get as many boxes as you want, but this is gonna come at least once a month, once a week. I get mine once a week. Not to brag, but I like to drink. Gosh. Not time. It's not time though. Son of a bitch. You guys should open one just while I'm waiting, right? I can open wine before the alarm goes off, right? Just can't drink it. Okay. It is time, bitch. First Leaf is my best friend. I love First Leaf. I have to get my kids. Hi, it's Jessie.
That's why I said, where are you at today, James? Because that was awesome.
I don't know.
That was really funny.
That's the kind of shit I like doing. Just fun, weird ass shit. I cannot we did a photo shoot for Broette. That shit makes me so uncomfortable. Anytime I can just be fucking weird and dumb,
Yeah.
I'm in.
You're good. You're good to go.
You want
on
me
that.
to look sexy? I'll die. If you say, oh, let's take a photo shoot. Nope, no thank you. I will not be able to do it. But thanks for watching. I mean, got a lot of views, and I guess, like I said,
You're an influencer.
I guess you guys were influenced.
I want to talk about shows that shouldn't be made here now, Jabes. You and I talked about this offline, and I was like, we should talk about this on air.
Okay.
They're still casting for these Tiger King things, right?
Yes.
It's too late.
We're done.
I don't want to
We're
see these miniseries, and there's two of them competing against each other now. Both of them are getting made. Both of them are shooting, and I keep seeing castings for them of oh, the Joe Exotic movie. Dean Winters is going to play Jeff Lowe in the limited series with Kate McKinnon. I'm all done with all of this, and it's going to be Peacock, by the way. It's going to be their limited series.
Stop trying to make Peacock happen.
So Peacock reported their numbers. They were under 10 million downloads for their app. They did something super fucked up too because they have The Office, right? But if you want to watch past season 2, you got to pay a premium for that.
Yeah, and they did that with a bunch of things. Same with another one that's like that. I can't think. What?
They kept the entire French Open except for like the last 2 rounds behind a fucking paywall.
Yes.
Really?
Same with the U.S. Open. They kept switching to Peacock for later in the afternoon. And I believe most of the soccer, the Premier League soccer, is on Peacock now.
Yep, that's on Peacock now too. So I pay that monthly subscription to watch like one game.
Oh, God. Awful.
But I'm here for it.
I'm not.
Discovery Plus, that's one where it's like taking all of the shows that you like, the newer ones, newer seasons, and putting them on a paid app, right? So you can watch old Property Brothers, but nobody wants that because they hadn't gotten their work done yet.
Right.
So you want to see the newer Property Brothers, right?
Sure.
That's what they're going to start doing. And
Gross.
again, you're going to have to deal with it. And I'm guessing we're going to have this conversation again when you're like, I can't fucking apps.
No, I've stopped watching now. I'm checked out. Another one that I don't want to see get made here is the one that Netflix blasted out yesterday. They were so fucking dicks hard about this.
What?
Jerry Seinfeld is going to direct and star in Unfrosted. It's a movie about the creation of the Pop-Tart. So, there we are.
Movie? Not a documentary?
The Flamin' Hot Cheeto guy was on Drinking Bros this week, and they are shooting a movie about his life that right now that Eva Longoria is directing. Yeah. That's where we are. Seinfeld's back, baby. The Pop-Tarts.
Well, Pop-Tarts are back is what I got from that, actually. Member Pop-Tarts? Did you go frosted or unfrosted?
I never in my life did I eat an unfrosted Pop-Tart.
Ooh, you're an idiot. Do you
That's
toast
crazy.
or untoast?
Toast. But it's got to be
So
frosted.
you've
and
never
toast.
done an unfrosted strawberry toasted a little bit crispier, butter on top of that?
Nope. No.
Everyone,
No.
you're welcome.
No, that's not my. It's got to have the frosting on it,
Amazing.
or I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it at all, Jabes.
Amateur, bro. Dude, that's fucking amateur shit right there.
Well, tough shit, Jabes. I don't do it. Frosting only, okay? Fat kid style.
No. My way is fat kid style,
No,
bro.
dude. No.
Soaked in butter, toasty, crispy, almost burnt, but just that like brown type of crust, like on a pie crust that's just so like buttery and amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm the professional here.
Not really. I don't think you are, Jabes. The professional is Chris Brown. He will not stop beating women, and that is
Dude, but for real, when are we gonna be done with him?
never.
Honestly.
Never. So he got this charge filed against him for smacking a woman at his party and knocking her weave off her head. Now that's real, and that's in the police report.
It's hard to do, too.
Does she get her money back from the hair salon who tied that weave
Yeah,
in?
exactly.
Because
That's what
that
I'm
should
saying.
not come out.
I don't know how hard you would have to hit someone for their weave to come out. Honestly. Right?
I mean, it's got to be.
Because they don't do clip-ins.
It's got to be tough.
No, those are
right?
tied in
No,
for
it's
sure.
tied in, yeah.
Yeah. Do you know who Anstead is?
Yeah.
Who is that?
Christina from the Coast's ex.
Wow. He's got a new lady in his life.
He always will. God dang, I'm not mad at that guy. No.
This one is Renee Zellweger now. He's dating Renee Zellweger. Shocked or not?
Not shocked. Because I cannot figure Renee out. Like, I have never been able to get a handle on
You mean when she married the gay country singer?
just what is her is she...
Kenny Chesney?
Yeah.
For one day? And
Yeah.
then walked in on him and another man? That was the rumor. And then she was like, well, this is a divorce. Sorry, this was a mistake. And I did not know.
Welcome to your divorce. Yeah, I just can't. You know, there's some people that you're like, oh, yeah, so she's like a Angelina Jolie type. She's a Reese Witherspoon, right? But Renee Zellweger, I do not know what her behind the scenes life is like. It could be a total fucking crazy mess.
Yeah.
Or she could just be boring and weird. I have no idea.
Me neither.
But this guy is a predator.
Yeah,
No,
he is.
I don't know what his.
He's a pro. Whatever I don't know
He's
how
a
he's getting a
pro.
hold of these people, but
I know.
congratulations. Jesus Christ. Then we got a bit of breaking news here. Sam Ashgari is the boyfriend of Britney Spears. Mm-hmm. He's the Persian man that you see in all those photos. Mm-hmm. Put on his Instagram stories a photo of a lioness. It said that Britney was his lioness. So it's just a beautiful picture of a lion on there. So we're headed exactly where I want to.
That guy to have full control over her. Go ahead, guys.
Yes.
Have fun. Freeing
Yes.
Britney, losers.
That's what's gonna happen. You're gonna get a whole fucking zoo at your house, dude.
It's like, it reminds me. Oh, sorry, go ahead. It reminds me of like if someone came up to my house and was like, stop keeping those fucking dogs in your house. Those are wild animals. You need to let them
Yes.
out.
Thank you.
And then I'm like, okay, fucking
no,
fine.
you're right. I mean, I guess they are fucking slaves. They can't even go on a date if they want to,
Yeah.
right?
And so I just let my dogs out.
Yep.
I'm like, okay, go live in the world. And then I find their insides ripped out by coyotes like 2 days later.
Or you find
Yeah.
a child in the neighborhood that they ripped out the insides of, right?
Yeah.
So either way, like, I think there would be a way for her to show that she can take care of herself, but she hasn't done it yet. And that the deposition, the transcripts that I read,
Yeah.
they just don't fucking do it. It's not someone that's like, look, I was under this conservatorship when I had a mental break. I've done a lot of work since. I'm on Medicaid. You know what I mean? Like all of these things that would be like the sane way of going about it. But it's almost like she's on her own drama train with everyone else now.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, but whatever. Again,
I love it.
cannot talk about
I love it.
any
No, we're
more.
getting fucking animals back at Britney's house. We're all in. We're all in. And then the IKEA thing might be the best thing of all time.
Welcome to IKEA. No, what happened?
Very similar.
No, what was
Oh,
it?
yeah. Oh, yeah.
What was it?
Hey, can you pull that up, Bob? It's on TMZ right now.
Fook you. Look through history. No woman can take care of themselves. Right? Do you know what I mean? Like, we need to be enslaved, but kind of, mildly,
Yeah.
in order to function in the world.
The Swedish-based big box retailer IKEA.
Sure, we know it.
Obviously, they have an Atlanta store that they were doing a Juneteenth menu for. It was a themed thing for Juneteenth.
Okay.
And this is to
No.
yeah.
I
Yep.
know what you're gonna
yeah,
say.
yeah. Bob, I'm going to need you to find this. It's currently on TMZ, and get ready to post this picture because this is so racist. I want everyone to know that this definitely did not come from me, and this was a real thing in the world on TMZ. So just scroll down there. So Juneteenth, to honor the perseverance of, there it is right there, Black Americans, and acknowledge the progress as yet to be made, we observe Juneteenth. We will also be showcasing a compilation of videos in honor of Juneteenth. And then look out for a special menu on Saturday, which will include fried
Guys,
chicken.
this is a joke,
no,
right?
watermelon, mac and cheese, potato salad, collard greens, and candied yams.
Okay, so this is a perfect example of like the Swedes, right?
Who did this?
Being like, we will do it too. We get it, like, whatever. Who?
20 employees at the Atlanta store called out to protest this, obviously. But
I'd stand with them.
yeah.
But, gosh, it's all like with a lot of it, they're trying.
When you get too woke and you're trying to take the next step can you
Yes,
name a
it
whiter
can go-
company than IKEA?
It can go full circle back to racism, right?
Yeah,
like
yes,
if you try
yes.
too hard to be woke, you can actually stumble back into being racist.
Yeah. Yeah.
So be careful.
Is this that, or is this like, Grandma, I'm bringing over my Mexican girlfriend, and she like whips out the Ortega and is like, I thought you'd like this.
That's what I'm saying. Like, if you try too hard to be too, you know what I mean? You end up
Yeah. Because there's
running into racism accidentally.
there's other instances that have happened over the last week where you're like, oh, well, that was definitely racism on purpose.
Sure.
It was a soccer team. I forget which state it was in. They were playing a group of children who were Latino, and they were high school, and they started throwing tortillas at the other team on the field. And that's an example of, like, that's deliberate racism. IKEA...
Oh, I wasn't sure what that was
the
going to
dumb-
Yeah, I was gonna say, are they in Lubbock? Because they just do that in general.
Oh, it is
games.
in Texas, so check it out. I forget what the town is.
It
with
may
the
be something
tortillas.
that happens all the time. But, you know, someone wrote in here, like, that just sounds like barbecue. So, like, that's also true. Where, like, the Swedes are like, let's do a barbecue theme. Right?
The collard greens is where you
That's
that's
where you-
that's the
That's
line.
where it got you?
Minus collard greens, you might have been like, okay, this is a summer barbecue menu.
Mm-hmm. Watermelon, you don't see that often on a menu.
Excuse me?
Childhood soccer games, baseball games, slices of
Everywhere,
watermelon.
Yeah.
especially, I mean, in the summer, right now, I buy one at every truck on the way home.
Jesse cuts a little hole in it and then pours a whole handle
Whole-
of vodka in it and lets
Yep.
it like marinate inside the watermelon.
Sure.
And then the one for the kids, I put the NyQuil, and then we party while they're sleeping. No, look, bless them. That's the other thing too, is that it's not mean-spirited, right? And not totally untrue, but it's not a great look.
No.
You know what I'm saying?
Not at all.
Like, it's not mean-spirited, but yeah.
I was the tortillas. It was actually in San Diego, and it was 100%. Fuck you, Mexicans.
Oh, it was.
Were
Okay.
you
Yeah,
in
it was full.
San
It was
Diego?
yeah, it was full
Diego,
racist.
okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Wow.
That's an expensive racism. Like tortillas are
Yeah.
not cheap.
Have you brought
Yeah, they're
have
pretty
you
cheap.
bought a tortilla?
They're pretty fucking cheap.
No.
Oh,
It's definitely not.
It's like $1 for a 10-pack.
It
Giorgio.
is.
I mean,
Yeah,
What
like-
world do you
Have
live
you guys
in,
been
bro?
to HEB? Do any of you shop for your own food?
Yes.
oh, I
Yes.
think you're
Tortillas
thinking.
are very cheap.
I think you're thinking flour. They were throwing corn.
There it is.
There you go. There you
it
go. Because a
is.
flour tortilla, I'm with you. Very expensive.
$10.99 for the 5-pack for make wraps.
Where are you shopping?
Where are you?
What are you? It's $4
He's
for.
so out of touch.
Where are you?
It's
Giorgio?
$4 for a 20-pack of the in-house made ones. So
Yeah,
if you-
yeah.
Those are the small ones. I'm talking the big size that you try to make the at-home burrito with or the at-home grilled chicken Caesar wrap.
Sure, you're probably looking at $5.
Okay, so Giorgio is so rich now that he is like
Yeah.
out of
Yeah.
touch
My God.
with like normal people. Like, where are you shopping, dude? Some super nice place in Austin.
Where's your private
That's
jet?
not, yeah.
a 10 count of burrito grande tortillas from HEB is $2.20.
Highway
Look, guys,
robbery.
I'm wrong and I'm not willing to give this up. I'm willing to stand and fight this.
Oh, Giorgio.
Is Bitcoin up, Giorgio?
I know. Is
Is
that
it?
what it is?
No.
You're rich
No,
now?
it is not.
Oh,
No,
okay.
it's up.
Okay.
We're coming back.
Okay.
It's
We
up.
are so down. We are so down. It's not even funny.
Minor setback.
We're so down.
Minor
I want
setback.
people to throw tortillas at me.
Well, I mean, look, Giorgio, you play your cards right.
You play your cards right. We'll throw them at you every day.
We'll throw a tortilla your way.
He catches them and puts them in a bag. These
Yeah.
are $10.
Something
No,
to
they
snack
aren't,
on?
Giorgio.
Something to snack on, dude.
Yeah, just a little snack.
Yeah. Throw something to Britney's Panthers. Yeah, Panthers for Britney. That's what I want to start is the Panthers for Britney movement.
Yeah, let's not free her. Let's put more crazy animals in her house with her and keep her with the conservatorship, everything, but just have one clause put in that she can have whatever animal she wants.
Oof. I mean, thinking about this,
Everything else the same.
there's a lot of people talking about the IUD thing here.
No, it's not cool. And look,
Thinking about it out loud, here's the thing. The dad probably looked at Kevin Federline and was like, I'm not going through this bullshit again.
No, he probably looked at the kids and what
probably
they
put
had
it
to
in
go
her-
through and goes, we're not fucking doing this shit again to little children.
I
Sorry.
bet he put it in himself. I was just like, he put a little
Bro,
sprink
calm
in that
down.
drink, dude, and put that IUD in himself. And he's just like, look, somebody's got to stop Britney.
That's not a
I'm
thing.
the only one that can stop Britney. Where's the sister? Where's she at?
So she actually,
Jamie Lynn.
Is it Jamie Lynn? Yeah. So she actually posted on. So Britney put up a post. I forget when it was, but it's like it looks like this like Grapes of Wrath, like dirty children playing in the country.
Okay.
And she wrote, I miss hanging out with my cousins and running around in the summer as kids do. And Jamie Lynn wrote on there, which cousin had a farm? Question mark. And so the conspiracy truthers for Britney are saying that she doesn't run her Instagram and Jamie's the one that's trying to like out whoever's running it by saying stuff like that and like contradicting everything that's on there. Again, it just makes life fun, but life isn't actually fun. And this is a sick individual. But if you think about it in a really fun way, that's what it is. And then the sister is trying to like out the person that's running the Instagram and which cousin had a farm? Like, what are you fucking talking about?
That's great.
It is great.
I love it. Also, quick update on the Mumford & Sons guitarist. This is super strange. Remember this dude came out and said something like controversial that was about politics?
Wait, what happened? Who
We
did?
had a grand debate about Mumford & Sons on the show, the guitarist.
On our show?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
he promoted this book.
Okay.
And it was a book written by this conservative dude, and he has now quit the band to speak his mind about politics. So
It was Andy No's Antifa book.
Yep. Yeah.
What was the book? Sorry.
It's just kind of like a tell-all on Antifa by Andy No, the guy who
Oh, that's
documents and
right.
gets his
Bleh.
shit kicked in by
Yeah,
Antifa
yeah.
all the
Fuck
time.
him.
So
Yeah.
he supports this book, takes some heat for it, and now has quit the band, saying he wants to speak his mind about politics. So he said, "I failed to foresee that commenting on a book critical of far left could be interpreted as approval of the equally abhorrent far right. Nothing could be further from the truth."
Okay.
So
Now, if I had to choose myself about being able to talk about what I wanted to politically and having like my job that makes me, not this one, but if I was in Mumford & Sons, made me a bunch of money, right?
yeah.
I think I would choose the band, right? Because otherwise,
Yes.
you will
Yes.
disappear into obscurity. You're not changing the world. You're not making a difference. This does nothing for anyone.
Every single behind the music.
I know you feel like
They
you're
just
this
replace
cause.
the person, and then that's it,
That's
right?
it.
It's not the lead singer.
No.
So, hey, dude, we can get another guitarist who can learn the same songs over and over and over.
But it
again.
probably was the band giving him shit, and so it's just a hostile work environment.
That's what he
but-
said, and he said, "Look,
But
it
also,
brought-
then just shut the fuck up about politics when you're hanging out with your $1 million making band, right?
yeah." But that's it. He said he quit the band. So either
He's
he didn't want to
taking a
put them
stand.
from it, and he's taking a stand. Good for him.
Good for him. It sounds like he's going to change the world just like everybody else is.
Every single other celebrity activist who's changed the world, and
He's changing it
good
by.
for him. Yeah, fucking quit.
It's really hard to change the world without money, though. So he is going to.
Does he want to
Like
start a
poor
podcast?
people don't change the world. What?
Does he want to start a podcast?
Probably will.
Oh
A
yes,
political
Cancel
one?
Fun
House.
together.
Yeah, a political one. Yeah.
When are we going to start Cancel House, the reality show?
Yeah, the cancel house would be great. Everybody's been canceled. Just
You
get
mean
some in
Austin,
house.
Texas?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, right.
Oh,
I feel like
so
Austin's the only place
true.
people are coming, like comedians, just saying the wildest shit ever.
I
and then
know.
Just
No, that makes sense.
yeah.
That's why I'm like, Tim,
At that
do you
Rogan
really-
show, I was just like, oh fuck, all right, cool, man.
That's why I'm like, Tim, do you really want to leave?
Tim Dillon.
Yeah, like, is your shit really going to fly in LA? We'll see.
I don't know. I don't think so anymore, but
No.
who knows? Who knows? But yeah, man, that's a fucking wild one. Speaking of musicians, there was a fucking Netflix series last night that we watched that was really good. I was surprised
yeah.
about. Holy shit. What was it? Something for Pop, or had a terrible name. Terrible name for the show. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a 90s pop.
History of Pop, or I mean, it was a
Hit something?
hits of Pop. or
Anyways,
something.
it's where the T-Pain auto-tune episode came from.
Yes, we talked about this briefly where T-Pain, I didn't know it was an excerpt from that, where he said he was sleeping in first class. He gets woken up or woken or awakened. However it is, Shapes.
I'll let you figure it out.
By a stewardess who said, hey, Usher wants to talk to you in the back of the plane, which
And you're like,
is
oh,
weird on its
shit.
own right.
Yeah,
Like,
very weird.
could you not just swap a seat and be like, hey?
Couldn't you not just wait till a motherfucker wakes up? Like, do you know how hard it is to fall asleep on a plane?
Yeah. So homeboy gets up and he goes back there and he's like, what's up, man? And he said there was some small talk. And then Usher just goes, look, you ruined music. Auto-tune has ruined music. And I want you to know you've destroyed the craft of singing. And he said he was depressed for like 4 years. This one was shocking because T-Pain was such a nice human being and with a normal wife. And it was like,
gosh. What
you
did I
feel terrible for T-Pain throughout this entire thing.
What did I say when we were watching it? I was like, oh my gosh, T-Pain is adorable. He is such a sweet, adorable little dude. T-Pain? Didn't think. You wouldn't have thought.
The only time I saw him was when he, cheated me out of that flight that day. And I didn't think he was that great of a person. And then I saw this and I was like, oh, shit. T-Pain was like the nicest guy of all time.
Sweetheart.
Yeah.
Adorable. Just adorable.
But the crazier part was they go into the guy who actually invented auto-tune. And T-Pain was just, they always credit T-Pain with it. And he goes, man, it wasn't me.
It wasn't me.
It was this white guy. And then the white guy comes on and he was cool as shit. And he goes, yeah, dude. And then he goes through the process of it. And you're like, oh, fuck, dude. And T-Pain was like, this guy's so rich, man.
He's like, I wish I invented it. I didn't. But I do love, the part I loved about it is all of the shit that he went through to actually find that effect and didn't even think about it back in the day.
Oh, yeah.
Because I forget where he had heard it and was like, holy shit, what's that sound? But
it was,
if no one
Cher.
gives you, but if no one tells you about it and the industry's kind of holding it back, if no one tells you what the preset is or whatever,
you
literally
figure it
have
out.
to go through and just try different things to get that exact sound. Now it's like just a set in any, software where you can just auto-tune, boom, all the way to the thing. But so I was like, look, you went through a lot of fucking trouble to get that.
Yeah.
And to get that perfect sound. Go ahead.
And the crazier thing was, that video came out, what he did, the Tiny Desk series for NPR.
Yeah.
And he sang without autotune. And everybody was like, oh my God, you're like the greatest singer ever. But when you hear it, you had the same thing that I thought. You said the same thing that I thought last night, which was like, it's a great voice. It really is. But does that get you hits in this world? No, it doesn't. And the other part about it is, if it wasn't for T-Pain making it famous, because the other guy, yes, the white guy invented it, 20 or 30 years ago, whatever it was, but like, if it isn't for T-Pain doing it, somebody else would have. So, fuck it. T-Pain's good on him. Get that money, dude.
Yeah, and also thinking about it in the way that it was broken down, where your voice is essentially an instrument.
Yeah.
And is like easily, you can put beats with it. It has a rhythm to it.
Yeah.
It's fucking awesome.
And it was well done. I'm excited to watch the rest of this series. There was a bunch of cool, weird ones on there where you're like, all right.
Yeah,
sweet.
you were all juiced off for Boys to Men.
Fuck, dude.
Men.
Boys to Men.
Men to men.
Yeah.
Men to grandpas.
That was the next one I was looking to get into.
Yeah.
It was one of those points in the evening where you're like, man, do I press play on this knowing that I'm not going to sleep for another hour, or what do I do? I turned it off and I went to bed.
You're learning.
Yeah, like an adult, and I was like, I'll watch this tonight. But the Boys to Men, man, people forget, dude. People shouldn't sleep on Boys to Men.
I don't think they do. I think they were for a little bit, and then they started touring again, and you're like, okay.
They have a residency. Oh, they had one in Vegas for a while. So
Yeah.
it's so hard to say goodbye. Come on, dude. It's Philly. That's Philly shit for you, dude. How famous are they in Philly, Delco Dan?
They're probably jokes, right?
No, they're pretty big.
Yeah, they're huge, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Eating cheesesteaks, living their best life.
Every popular rapper or hip hop artist grew up on them, so like they're like industry grandfathered in forever.
That's what I think. That's what I think too.
They were the first to really. They made like soft and sexy cool. Like for a
Yeah,
while, you weren't
yeah,
allowed to
yeah,
show those
yeah.
emotions, and then they kind of.
Are they I'll make love to you?
Oh yeah.
I always get them confused with Color Me Bad.
Yeah.
You could almost say Boys to Men and Usher ruined music.
Yes, Usher fucking ruined music.
Terrible.
It's his bullshit.
It's 7 o'clock.
No, he's
on
just
the dot.
dancing more. Okay, so you're a dancer.
Yeah. Usher
Do you know what I
also
mean?
discovered Biebs. Usher gave us
Oh,
Biebs.
yeah. He gave us Biebs.
I'm going to him before the McGregor fight
Where?
in Vegas.
To Usher or Biebs?
Biebs.
Ooh.
Huge.
Yep.
Where?
Somewhere that he's playing.
Okay, cool.
One of
Cool.
those.
Yeah, one of those places.
I don't know where they do. Haven't been in a while. Is it Flamingo still a place that they?
The Golden Nugget.
I don't. Yeah. Oh my gosh. I used to work at Jerry's Nuggets.
Katy Perry just signed on for residency out there.
At Jerry's Nuggets. It's a great place.
Close. I want to say Tropicana, but maybe not.
I know you want to say Tropicana, but I don't think Tropicana is even there anymore.
I do my street performance over on Fremont. If you guys want to catch that one.
Now,
Nice.
Fremont, by the way, is fucking cool now. They have the container district over there. It's like a whole fucking thing.
Sure it is.
If you really want to get, Fremont style, it's Jerry's Nuggets.
Okay. All right.
Off.
In the know.
Off the strip.
The hot dogs at the Westward Ho were really delightful. They're gone now. Those were
Westward
really
Ho.
good. You could get it was a full foot, and it was a two-hander. You'd carry that fucking thing with
I
two hands.
used to love the Westward Ho.
It's knocked down.
It is knocked down. But what was the dollar something that was right next to it, next to the Circus, in between the two, and it was like $3 blackjack.
Oh, yeah. I don't know the name of it, but Circus is going off. I looked at hotels there for the McGregor fight, so.
At Circus?
$54 for Giorgio.
You keep teasing this like we're for sure going. We're going to be in Vegas, like doing completely Vegas things, just not
I know,
go to the
I'm
fight.
joking because
Well, look, the hockey game, they're down 3-2, so they got to come back. They got to come back and win this. But the other one got pushed to Game 7 last night, so there's a chance.
And if the Knights win, we got to say it Excalibur.
Oh, yes.
What about the Luxor? I think they have the knights. Which one is the one?
No, the
Excalibur is where they have
Excalibur.
the knights and stuff, right? The jousting.
Yeah.
Can I just get a bunch of strippers, but instead of making them dance, I do a podcast with them?
Yeah. We've
Yeah,
had,
I'm sure
we've had
it'd
hookers on the
I'm sure it'd be.
No, but I want them to be confused. I want them to show up like they're there to do their job. Like, no, just sit and talk.
an interview.
Yeah.
Shit. I wonder if they would do it.
Look for the right. So look, I will say this: strippers in Vegas have the mansions on the fucking hills. So in order to get them to do something like that, you are gonna have to pay even higher than porn prices. Oof. Because they make the fucking money in Vegas.
Yeah, they
100%.
They do.
Or they live in LA and fly out
And
to
fly out on that Southwest flight out of Burbank. Yeah.
Yeah, because every time you're coming back, you'll see the tracksuit stripper that had the weekend.
Did we
and
just
is now,
stumble
like-
upon the best matchmaking thing ever? Like, fuck all the apps. You just get a Southwest ticket from Vegas to LA on
Yes,
certain
I-
times.
I can tell you
and
what
you hit
time.
on whatever woman is sitting beside you.
You go from
Yeah.
you
Used
go
to be a
from
party.
1 p.m. to 5 p.m. because they're on the hour every hour at Burbank. On Thursday, that's when you can see them all coming out. The problem with it is most of them got a fake tan like an hour before, so you can smell that tan that's still on them, right?
I'm not hearing a problem. Giorgio, you?
You can see the
Haven't
shit
heard a
through
problem
the
yet.
toes because they got their nails done and so they're wearing those dirty flip flops.
Still no problem.
yeah.
Giorgio?
Yeah,
Nope,
yeah,
we're good
yeah.
with that still.
No
Name a
makeup.
problem.
They haven't showered usually, and then it's just one carry-on bag, and it's
It's a fake Gucci.
You don't want to see it's seeing the you don't want to see
actually
the
a real
sausage.
Gucci.
You don't want to see the sausage being made.
You don't. But speaking of fake Gucci, like, much respect for Paul Verzi for bringing that real Louis duffel in.
Oh,
the other
yeah.
day
Did
when I saw
he?
you-
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I was drooling over that.
I love a Verzi.
He's great. His podcast is great. He's been on the show numerous times. Jabes, this is a fun show today. Weird show.
Let me just do a real quick. It's not
Ooh, what do we got,
just
Jabes?
really quick.
What do we got?
It's not like a amazing. Do you like how I preface that? It's
Yeah.
not amazing, but it'll do.
Crime Corner.
Yeah, if I can find it. Dang.
Jabes,
Oh my gosh.
folding under the pressure. Look
Stop.
at you.
Oh no.
I have a good I have a good cringe corner that I just found on,
Oh please.
and you're gonna love this because you're a mom.
Okay.
It's a news report from my hometown about teens and drugs.
Oh, all right. Bob, you don't just fucking come out and say that and then just leave the mic.
No, I know.
laying
Well,
on
I
the
did the same
ground.
thing, didn't I?
Both of you guys.
I know. We're ridiculous people.
My
You're acting
God.
like
We
me.
really need to get our corners
Get
in
it
order.
together here.
So here's the tweet. They staged a drug-using teen's bedroom for this.
Oh my
Whoa.
God! Look at that. See, that's what I was talking about. It's always a
We'll
tie-dye.
show you what parents should be looking for so they can identify signs of drug use. I was shocked at what I found in this room.
I mean, look at the 420 sign. That dead giveaway.
Mile
Yeah.
420, a nice Mizzou pillow for the St. Louis crowd.
Oh.
What's with the light? That they got a little 3-point light kit there.
This isn't I mean, this isn't
No,
a,
they staged it.
yeah.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
So this is
This
like
is what we're
That's not a
saying.
real person's
no,
bedroom.
this is like mom's being like, okay, ladies.
God,
Yeah.
mile 420, and look at that tie-dyed fucking.
That's actually
Yeesh.
okay. Now I did smoke weed and had drugs in my room. That is the cleanest fucking room I've ever seen,
Yeah, dude.
right?
Yeah.
There's not a pizza box. There's not
Nothing.
a fucking toilet pit. Like
There's a bra on the ground.
there's a bra and 2 like Coke bottles laying on the ground.
By the way, that is
Yeah.
an adult ass woman's bra.
Yes.
Oh, for sure.
It's a
That's
big,
it.
Or
Yeah, that's a
or
maid-
you hit the high school jackpot.
That's
there,
a
where you're
maid
just like,
form.
yo.
That's a maid form.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Someone named Alice had to like donate her bra to that room. Like some woman
It's
in her
got
floor.
like the thick
Yeah.
things to hold up the knocker.
Look, there was always one girl, who just
that had the big
Sabas, dude.
Right,
And you were
the
just like,
Zs.
yeah.
the double F's.
We all know their names. Who was yours at your high school? Who was it, Bob?
My all boys high school.
Oh, would you go to? Look at you, you fucking loser.
Calm down. Stop bragging, Bob.
Yeah, who was yours,
Jeez.
Giorgio? Who was yours? Who were the huge tits?
Brittany, of course. There was Brittany Poe and Brittany Phillips.
It's always a Britney.
And they were both named Brittany, and like Poe was a little bit thicker, but had the bigger knockers.
Yeah.
And the other one was blonde.
Okay.
There was a girl I did theater with named Whitney who was just like an outrageous for a 16, 17-year-old. Like to the point where everyone was just like
Yeah. no.
what the
Yeah. Now we all know. Delco Dan, who's yours? I know you know it. I know you know, dude. Everybody knows. Every dude remembers.
I'm not a boob guy. Never was.
Delco, dude.
Dan, we're not asking if you,
You
were a boob guy.
Who had the
dude.
biggest tits in your high school? Name her. Say her name.
I don't know.
Say her name.
I'm leaving that alone.
Say her name.
He said he was.
That was why some NBA players were wearing that on the back of their jerseys. They want the high school,
All right.
Ours was Amanda Denuser, and then a chick named Mimsy Mullins was her name. But everybody remembers. We were like, oh boy, because there was inappropriate like dad talk too, of like, whoa, is she in your grade or is that somebody's aunt's? And you're like,
Yeah.
no, that's real life. It's real life.
that's an exciting minefield to look
And you
forward
could-
to.
Well, here's the other thing too. Is like the dad, because I knew their parents too, and like you could always see like the look in the dad's eyes where he was just like, oh god damn it, man, this sucks. Now family vacations are ruined. Any trips to the beach are ruined. Everybody's
Yeah.
just staring at your daughter.
All
who's way
moms
advanced.
hate you no matter what. Even if you're like the sweetest person ever. Moms are like, I don't like her. You know what I mean? She's trouble. Little crime corner. It's only because I just feel like you're going to you would wonder what Giorgio would do in this situation if this happened, right? So, man wakes up to woman holding a bag of pepperoni and drinking Coca-Cola in his house. So, in Mobile, Alabama, on Sunday,
Yeah.
at approximately 8:20, police responded to a Massengale Drive about a burglary. And the police department said a man woke up and noticed an unknown female subject standing in his bedroom over him,
Yeah.
drinking Coca-Cola and holding a bag of pepperoni from his refrigerator, right?
Great.
Giorgio, you do what?
I bought the pepperoni. It's like that the pepperoni is
It's
the
your
first-
pepperoni. It's
yours.
your Coca-Cola.
It's yours.
It's your room. You're waking up. The lady's standing above you.
How hot is she?
This is her.
Dang,
Dang, I wasn't going to show him the picture. I was just going to have him
This
answer.
mugshot, and there's bags under her eyes. She could probably clean up.
Yes.
Yes.
And I think Giorgio goes for this. I think
But like,
Giorgio's all in
okay,
on
so
that.
this happened. You wake up. This is happening. She's standing right there.
What's up? I go, what's up?
Eating a bag of pepperoni. It's so specific because you know the bag. We all know the little bag of pepperoni.
And it's also like the Coke is in the arm and the pepperoni is just like standing over you.
Man, I think Giorgio rides that out. I really do. Mm-hmm. I don't think you call the cops.
I think Giorgio's bed ends up being filled with pepperoni.
James is probably right. I want to say no, but
for the
Probably
other
do
two, for Delco Dan and for Hot Bob, I'm gonna say it's a negative on those guys.
Oh no, they're calling the cops. Like they're literally being like, "Hey,
yeah.
what the fuck?" Yeah, calling the cops, right?
I come to work and I tell you guys about it, and she's still at my house.
Yeah. You're like, so I have a girlfriend now. How'd you guys meet?
We go out.
Funny you say meet.
Yeah, we go out and
because-
see one of Giorgio's stand-up shows, and there's a girl in the front row just eating
It's her,
pepperoni,
just like-
eating a bag of pepperoni still, and it's like, oh, okay, yeah.
I don't know what to do, guys. I can't really tell her to leave.
Yeah.
She just tells people we're married now, so I'm going with it.
Look, I go to sleep at night and she keeps showing up. I don't know what to do.
Yeah, Giorgio rides it out. He rides it out.
Feels good.
Giorgio,
Sorry,
but
Des.
like there's certain people, Jared's kind of one of them too, but there's certain people that like
Yeah.
faced with that kind of stuff would
Yeah.
be like, story, safety, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you're like, story always. You're like, well, something I can tell, whatever. My grandkids.
Kids, you can tell your grandkids about this show, you know?
Please.
All-timer today. All-timer.
Family friendly.
Go to iTunes, rate the show a 5-star, and leave a quick review. That's the only thing that keeps us in the charts. Do it now. Don't be a dick. Don't be a dick. You know, just do it. Just go there, okay? Don't make me take your phone when we're out and do it myself, all right? I don't want to do that, okay? I want you to do that for me. So go to iTunes right now, leave a 5-star review. We will have fake news coming up here in, what, an hour or 45 minutes, somewhere in there? Yeah. Ish. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Dan's zooming in, so he should be on time.
Yeah.
Should be good.
We'll send him
be
a
good to
link.
go. Yeah. For Jesse Wiseman, a.k.a. the Jables, I'm Ross Patterson. This is the Revolucion. Buenos tardes, everyone.
Good afternoon.